great rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Ypsilanti, Michigan, home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Central Michigan Chippewas, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Central Michigan's offense will get first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
The option look. Now the pitch. Nice move there. At the 45 on his way. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. And the Chippewas, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It's a reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Labus. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Chippewas will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example. Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down. Looking for more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Back to pass, it's Kim. Sweet spin. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Good enough for a first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback. quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Eagles, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Central Michigan, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Got room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Labus. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working that left side. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Brought down at the 31, it is a first down. And the Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lewis. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Chippewas will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rooks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Off the RPO, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Gonna run it. It's McMillan. Makes it past the marker. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. It's a draw. He's in open space downfield.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to go up top. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. First play of the drive, read option left. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Chippewas with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Chippewas come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Lavis. They're setting up the screen. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Goes to the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Townsend. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. On 4th down, looking to pass. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. He'll do it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now they'll run the draw. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They're facing a 3rd down. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see